Hi guys, Dr. Lena coming to you from Buenos Aires, my happy place. So good to see you. Thanks for cruising by. And we've got a few things to celebrate. There's usually just the litany of horror in an everyday week. But this week, a couple of things I think are really celebratory. So, one of those things, Trump's Georgia case will be in the state court, meaning no pardons down the track. He stopped fighting, trying to take it federal. Don't know why that is, and I can't be bothered asking the cards. It really doesn't matter. It's going ahead in Georgia. But for me, the highlight has been the start of these new stupid House meetings on Biden's impeachment, right? And every time the GOP get a witness, their witness, these witnesses keep saying, sorry, I can't find any evidence for impeachment here. Whoops. But the really big news is Gerry Connolly, and he's a Dem from, I think, Virginia. I'm Irish, so I've probably got 18 cousins called Gerry Connolly. But I love this man. He's really playing to the theatre of these stupid, stupid hearings. So, in case you've missed it, he says things like, oh, we're here to talk about the Biden towers that are all over the world, partnerships and influence. Oh, no, oops, that was Trump. A professor of law suggests we look at Biden's criminal activity like obstruction, fraud, and abuse of power. Oh, that's Trump. Sorry, I meant to say Trump. He keeps going. And a judge has just found President Biden's organization liable for fraud. Oh, sorry, that was Trump. Oh, we're here to look at Biden's 91 indictments. Oh, and so on. Good on him. He's spitting in their face and it's long overdue. Does it not bring joy to your heart? Yeah. And that's what I think the Dems need to do generally. Theatre, clapbacks, stepping up now as we come to the end of 2023. Awesome. So now, focus, Lena. I'm here to do October for you guys. So you know the drill now. I'll pull 4 cards for each week and we'll see what that brings. So let's start with week 1, October. What's on the agenda? Now, I just have to say before I start, there's a hot water crisis where I'm staying. At least it's a crisis for me. And so if the plumber comes, I've got to put you guys on pause. I'm sure you'll understand. Okay. Oops. Week 1. Here we go. I think this is all about the shutdown thing, right? So let me hold them up for you. 6 of Pentacles. Having to come to an agreement about money. Duh. The whole government hangs in the balance. Now, I've been reassured by you guys that your pensions and stuff don't stop, but we all know there's more to it than just shutting the national parks. It particularly affects the airline industries, etc. So this is the 6 of Pentacles. Someone holding the purse strings over someone else, Yeah. But unfortunately for everyone involved, they're barking at the moon. These people are truly delusional, absolutely stark raving, woof, woof, mad. they don't even know what they want. You know, they've never heard of the N word, negotiation. It's just disgusting. It's just, there they are, just howling. Okay. By the end of week 1, I think there'll be a bit of big hitting going on. Wands, the next 2 cards are Wands, 8 of Wands, lots of things happening simultaneously, right? Incoming, there you have it. It could be outgoing from McCarthy because they're going to have a coup, but we always knew that. And I think this might just be a mini coup, not going anywhere. So here's the 8 of Wands. Then the serious big stick comes out at the end of week 1. That's a new beginning. So this could represent some sort of breakthrough. I'm not as a card reader, just as a punter looking at it. I'm not seeing it being resolved in a week. But at the same time, I think there'll be a significant breakthrough by the end of week 1. Now, normally when I do these monthly readings, I just keep pulling cards, but this time I'm going to put these 4 back in the pack because if any of these cards repeat, it'll be interesting. So shuffling for week 2. Okay, week 2, October. What's likely week 2, October? Huh. Yes, well, I think I don't know why, but to me, this just keeps coming up about the shutdown. It's been a predictable threat for so long. I think everyone's sort of as mentally prepared as you can be, but these cards to me are screaming about this. Remember, we just had the 6 of Pentacles. Now we've got the 3 of Pentacles. People have to work out what they're going to do about the money. I think this is all GOP behind the scenes. I think the Dems are just going to sit there and wait it out. I think after this is week 2. So if they have their mini coup, which I don't think will work, should look at that. They have to do something. There's some sort of agreement. I think this is people, this is the wedding card often. I think this represents people crossing the aisle, talking to Dems or leaving behind the Freedom Caucus to vote with McCarthy or something. There's a crossing the aisle vibe. It's not enough in itself. We've still got this 4 of Swords here in action, but manipulation and stuff will continue, but they're extremely unbalanced in a rising tide and unsteady seas, right? Week 2. Okay. So because 2 of these weeks have been absorbed with the shutdown, I'll pull a few extra cards at the end for other things. So let's have a look now at week 3. Give these cards a good mix. While I'm doing this, I'm having a collaboration with Andre, Astrology Alert, in a few hours' time. So I'll be on his channel when he puts that up. So check it out, Astrology Alert. Okay, let's have a look. Here for week 3. And we move on from the shutdown now. Week 3, Queen 1. Well, here's the thing. Queen of Wands. Why am I getting the Kamala Harris vibe? Now, long-term intrepid viewers will know I'm in the closet, but I really don't personally like Kamala Harris. Not that it matters for 1 second what an Australian tarot reader in Buenos Aires thinks about her. It really isn't important. But I've never been a fan. right? Let's just say that. But I think she could step up in week 3. I think apparently she's getting good receptions on campus with students and staff. Keep an ear out. Now, the next card isn't marvellous. I think this will be some bad news for the nation. There's storm clouds behind this. This could be a weather event, or it could be a dreaded shooting or something. There's a dark time within week 3. You know, what can I say? Can't dress it up. But moving on from that now, week 3, we have this. I'm quite pleased to see this. I think this is either a firebrand like AOC or something, or it could be women more generally. This is the Knight of Swords, very impulsive, into the headwinds, sorting stuff out, actually making ground. This card can go either way, like they all can. Often it's too impulsive, etc., etc. But with this, I'm getting a more positive vibe, which is a female, or could be a female judge. It is swords. Woof, woof, woof. Wouldn't that be good? Doing something major. 7 of Pentacles. I think we're back to the issue of the money, honey. So the Dems have to get their messaging crystal clear around A, the shutdown, and B, the economy. The economy is not doing badly, but it's not reflecting in the polling patterns, you know, because people interpret how far their domestic dollar goes, and things don't really get better anywhere. That it's always more of a struggle as things go up. So again, it's really thinking about where you get your money from, how to use it, how to save it, how to sit on any you can, making it last, okay, is the vibe there, week 3. Now, we're coming up to the last week of October. And you know there's 2 full moons this month. That's exciting. So the first one is the harvest moon. We just had the harvest card. And there's a second one later in the month. So let's see week 4. Week 4. Have a look. Oh, this time we get to go, whoa, hold on to your hats, week 4. Oh my goodness. Okay. King of Wands, I'm getting a sort of Jack Smith vibe, but it could also be another man in power. I don't get this for Biden as a rule. He's normally the King of Cups. But someone's going to have an impact. It could be Bragg in New York. Because that trial, I think, starts Monday. But check this out. I think the Yeti is going to crash and burn seriously week 4 of October. I'm not saying he'll be gone, but this is bigger than anything he's had before. And this is the bolt of lightning, right? I think he's so narcissistic that he almost can't see it coming. But this is a Trump org thing. It could be a directive that assets have to be sold or something like that. Queen of Pentacles, maybe Letitia James. Excuse me. This actually, it could be Janet Yellen too. It's Pentacles. But I don't think so. I think this is more likely, it could even be significant voters in the suburbs, women who are looking at the family budgets and so on, making themselves heard in week 4. Then we have the High Priestess. Now, the High Priestess, yes, it can be secret agendas, but she's also the guardian of the subconscious. And I think these two cards are related. It's like women coming forward because subconsciously they've been processing all this stuff on the Yeti for 4 or 5 years, whether they voted for him or hated him. It's a movement in that direction. But women are going to be important week 4, and a significant secret behind the curtain will be unveiled. But let's have this as a takeaway, shall we? Okay, so I'm going to just pull some more generic cards for October for you guys. Okay, let's have a look here. October for intrepid viewers. What to look out for, what to celebrate, how to look after yourself. Let's do a read for you guys. Okay. Yeah, don't let it get to you. Ah, beautiful. Okay. Whoa. October is going to be a turning point. Now, I think the astrologers agree on this. That reminds me, before I forget, I'll be back on with Hogarth and Lady G Saturday night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Hogarth's channel. Okay, now the first one, I went, oh, this is the collective anxiety that is very well founded, right? That people are carrying. But what this spread is saying is don't give in to this. This is what's grinding you down. And instead, channel your inner strength. It's actually boundless, despite, see, this is a 9, almost a 10, almost at the end, but almost is abstract. Lots of things worrying you. But this is yours to be had, right? Remember this card when you're feeling all sort of fractured and annoyed with the world and frustrated and any other negative emotion. Remember this card. You have a choice how to handle this. So I'll just recap. You can hang here or move there. That's your choice. And to employ strategies, right? The 2 of Wands. You know how it is when we get ground down and stuff. You know what it's like for you is when you're feeling good and everything's great, you take your vitamins and you do your exercise, or maybe not all of you, but many do. When you're good, and when you're feeling, you don't do any of those things that make you feel good. Actually strategize it. You know, put post-it notes to yourself. Have I danced today? Yeah. Because you've still got to carry the burden going forward, but don't forget, she's about to put that load down. She's getting to the top of the winding road and putting it down. So you need a strategy to help you go forward. And da-da, Queen of Swords. Now, the Queen of Swords, she's one of the scary queens, let's face it. I've known a few of those in my day, let me tell you, scary queens, but I digress. Look, she is dispassionate, okay? That's what, not wearing your heart on your sleeve, really thinking as clearly as you can. That's why you need a strategy to keep yourself in good condition. And just be really clear. She's also very compelling, and this is an opportunity with this queen to do something decisive. So if there's something you should be doing, and we've all got a should list, this will bring you the energy to do it in October. I think the political earthquakes will be so enormous, so it'll be exhilarating and harrowing and fabulous and nightmarish. Expect that. So how are you going to deal with it? Okay. Wow, guys. Wow, wow, wow. And the plumber didn't interrupt us. So that's something. Now, I want to send all my love to you guys. Okay. And thank you so much for the comments. I just love the comments. And you've come up with some really good, there's been so many good suggestions of what to do in a positive way. I suggest you go back to the last couple of vids for the feed and see what each other are saying. You know, people are doing community gardens and all sorts of amazing work. So keep up the good work, and I'll see you in a few days. Ciao. Bye now.